Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Glenn. This is my lovely wife, Jackie. And we're here to review Married at First Sight, Season 10. And I'm excited about the show already, Jackie. How about you?
Well, first of all, back again. Please forgive my voice. I got a cold. I'm kind of hoarse. But we're back again. It's been a long time, but we never left. But we're back.
I know, and we're excited about Season 10, Married at First Sight. This season is bigger and better than ever. We got 5 couples now. 5 couples that we can talk about. The largest season of Married at First Sight ever. It was 4 couples last year. And then Season 8 also had 4 couples. And then before that was the rest of the season had 3 couples. But either way, 5 couples to talk about Married at First Sight this year. The experts, I think they did a good job of picking the people based off their background in history. We had an introduction to them on this episode of Married at First Sight. I guess call it episode 1 or the preview show, whatever you want to call it, leading up to the fact that before they get married. And we had an interesting couple, but let's get started with this couple.
Well, first I want to throw this out there. I'm curious as to why they decided to do 5 couples instead of 4. They keep increasing it. Like, are we going to end up at 6 or 7?
No, I think they just more variety. I think you wanted to see more. I think there was couples that the pre-show, they had a lot to choose from. And so these couples were interesting, and I think, they felt they want to give them love or opportunity to have love in marriage.
I feel like it's going to be a lot to keep up with, like in the hour episode.
That's why it's 2-hour episodes. We have enough time to keep up with everything.
I don't know. I still feel like we're going to be missing pieces and parts. There's so many people to keep up with, but
I think we can keep them all straight here. Definitely on this channel, we definitely make sure we keep everybody straight, up to date. We won't get anybody mixed up about what's who's who, and we'll keep it rolling. Let's start here with this couple, Jessica and Austin. I want to start with them. Jessica has a twin sister. Austin,
another twin.
Another twin. We know what happened last year when his sister had a twin with Amanda, but this year we got another. Amber. Sorry, not Amanda. Amber. Sorry.
I know Amber. Matt found her forgettable. No. We won't forget her name.
We won't forget about Amber. Please don't forget about Amber. We all love Amber. I hope Amber's doing well with herself. We love Amber. So, Jessica has a twin sister.
Yes.
She wants to kind of compare herself to her sister a little bit. Her sister's married. Her sister has kids. And Amber feel like she's,
behind the power
Jessica
curve.
Feel like she's behind the power curve.
She's behind the power curve.
Behind the power curve. And then we have Austin.
She's trying to play catch up.
Who is a mama's boy. He loves his mama. And then the way they edited and they cut, he talked about his mama, talked about his mama, and they're best friends.
I mean, we did this already with Keith and his mom. I mean, I promise you, Keith felt like a mama's boy to me, and Austin seems even worse. I don't think it's gonna be good.
It may be trouble in their relationship. Because of this mama situation. If they're that close, if she's that close to him as he is to her, I can see mama being very much involved in this marriage, or him telling his mama everything that's going on in their marriage, which is a big no for married people. Keep your mama out your marriage.
I don't know. I mean, it's always good if your parents are married and you can look to them for advice and stuff. It's just like you shouldn't have your parents be the one that, he made me so mad today. He did this, he did this, he did this. She did this, she did this. And always fill them up with the bad stuff, because by the time you and your spouse have made up, your mama and your daddy might still be mad. So when it comes to that, but if you want to ask, if your parents have been married, got longevity, and they're a good person, for advice, they could be unbiased, as, not have them all in your marriage, but definitely have somebody you can talk to. Definitely. But not the mama's boy type thing. Ooh,
nah, not the mama's boy.
Can't go to her. Why didn't you get to go to what she did to me?
Nah.
Mama.
Nah, we definitely can't do that. Then let's go to Michael and Meka. Michael, has revealed that he had dyslexia. He revealed that he works in the education field developing software for children who have special needs and those who have disabilities out of DC. And then you had Meka, who's out of Baltimore. And both of them didn't have fathers growing up in their family. And that's one of the key that was there. Michael shared that he will be the first one in his family to be married. Nobody else in his family is married. So they really don't have any reference on what married people should do or what it should be like, because no one in his family's married. He was raised with his cousin, which he calls his sister. So he has a close-knit family there. But I'm interested to see how this couple works out.
Yeah.
Not having men involved in their lives, not seeing anybody married, and now they want to be married. This is going to be interesting.
But they both seem pretty cool, kind of laid-back type of people. I think Michael's friends were talking, and I can't remember his name, Justin, I think it was. They had the black shirt on.
Mm-hmm. The one that made turn inside out?
With whatever he had on. But whatever he had on his shirt, he had to turn his shirt inside out. But he had his other friend, they were talking, it was like, I kind of, this is not like out of the ordinary for Michael. Yeah. Like, who else would you expect to do something like this? We expect Michael to do something like this. What I liked was Mika's family, they paused when she told them, but they were like, yay! Oh my gosh, yes!
And her mama, she looked so young.
I promise you.
Her mama looked so young. They look like they could be
She looked good. Hope nobody's offended when I say this, black don't crack. She looks beautiful. And she probably like 60. No, she's not that old. She's probably 50 something.
Yeah. But I expect them to be able to gel together, talk and communicate with each other. And I think this couple right here would learn to be married together. We haven't seen the marriage yet. The marriage hasn't happened yet. But I'll be interested to see how they progress later on, because I said, to me, not seeing a successful marriage in your family, not seeing anything that resembles a marriage, and now being married, you have a clean slate.
Well, in their family, as far as Michael, hopefully Michael has some people around him that are married, that he's seen a successful marriage, somebody that he can kind of not vent, but look to for advice. Even if you don't have married couples in your family, it's always good to have a successful married couple that you associate with that can, you can kind of pattern or model yourself after. Yeah, you got Dr. Viv there. You also got Pastor Cal and those in Dr. Pepper who can help them and guide them a little bit more about their relationship. Then we go on to move. We could talk about Mindy and Zach. This one is, to me, we saw Mindy talking to her sister, and Mindy has been through a lot before this even gets to marriage. Her sister died early in the year with a drug overdose. Mindy had a miscarriage. Her parents don't approve of this whole married at first sight situation, and now she's getting ready to go into marriage. Exactly. Talking about having baggage coming into marriage. Mindy has a whole bunch of baggage coming in here for Zach, and Mindy's a figure skater trainer, and she's very active and into it. Zach is a physical trainer, really care about his body and everything. So she has a lot of emotional baggage coming into it. She does, but one thing that the experts said, and that we kind of noticed too, is she's still a rather upbeat person. Kind of, she had a good time at the bachelorette party, with her friends, when she was talking to her friends, and even though she seems like the type that either she's dealt fairly well with the tragedy and the trials in her life, or else she does a really good job of hiding it behind a smile. It's one of the two. Well, I guess we'll see as it goes on, but I mean, obviously she's got some emotional baggage that she's coming with. We'll have to see how she really deals with it. Yeah, how she deals with it, but also it's different when you're dealing with emotional issues by yourself. Now you're adding somebody else into it. Now you're adding Zach into it, who may not know how you deal with your issues or deal with your problems or your situation. Now a husband has to come in, and as a true husband, he wants, okay, you sad today, why? Or try to make you feel better. And he may not do it the way that you wanted to do it. So it's a learning curve for them. Yeah. And I'll be interested to see what happens after the honeymoon, because the honeymoon period is always, nice, happy-go-lucky for most part. But when you get back to reality, she has to deal with real issues and get back home and deal with the fact that her sister passed away, deal with the miscarriage thing, or have to talk about that. It becomes real now. Or not. Or not. That's the thing. We'll have to see how she deals. We'll see how her and Zach deal with each other. Mr. Good Hair. Yeah, everybody. Mr. Good Hair. As my daughter said when she watches Mr. Good Body, because he works out all the time. Yeah, he does. And so we see how Fitness fanatic. Fitness fanatic. Fitness fanatic. So we see how that goes. Then we got Brandon and Taylor. This one, to me, just based off Brandon, will be going to be interesting. Brandon told his family,
And I just couldn't help but notice there was no men.
Well, he made that point.
That was there. His dad wasn't around when he was younger. He grew up with his mom and his grandma. Grandma has a lot of influence in the family, and she's not really sure about this new married at first sight situation thing. And then you have Taylor, who works at Johns Hopkins. She has multiple jobs. She's in college, research assistant, and she's doing great things. So they both professionals. They're very outgoing.
Yes.
Very outgoing. So we'll be interested to see how those two mesh together. Especially, they're both educated. And so it's going to be Brandon as a sales rep. And like I said, it's going to be interesting to see how those two, Brandon and Taylor, get along. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying they're my favorite couple yet. I'm not voting any favorite couples until after marriage.
I have no favorites.
I have no favorites right now.
Maybe once we get to the weddings, I can say, who my favorite is. But right now, I don't have a favorite couple.
Yeah, right now I'm rooting for everybody. We're rooting for everybody to have a successful marriage. Has there ever been a show where everybody stay married?
No.
I'm rooting for this one. I think let's go. Let's 5 couples. Let's say everybody stays married. I'm rooting. I guess I don't know. It's not gonna happen. Chances are very slim. But let's get to the last couple. Derek and Kate. Katie. Boy. Talking about drama already.
Oh yeah, Katie with the freckles.
Katie with the freckles.
Katie with the freckles.
Before we even get to marriage day, it is drama already. And
because she messed around and told her ex that I'm gonna try for the Married at First Sight show, and that joker start feeling like no, wait. No, let's try. Don't do it. I mean, up to the point where she's already been told that she got picked, and she's got 10 days, less than 2 weeks to get married. And he's like, hold on. I got a feeling, and the mom said it. She was like, this guy is no good. He just be stringing her along.
It's the night before the wedding. It's the night that he's calling her.
And she's still conflicted.
And she's still conflicted. Now, listen, it's TV, so we know she went to the altar. She married this guy. She married Derek. Yeah, she married Derek. I'm going to say that she said yes, and she went and married Derek.
But even if she says yes, or when she says yes, this is still going to be playing in the back of her mind, because I can't see the ex-boyfriend just leaving her alone. I feel like that they brought it up now. It's gonna be a recurring theme. That's how I feel.
And it's going to be an issue that's something her and Derek is going to have to deal with, because her and her ex-boyfriend wasn't so close. Only thing that he didn't want to marry her. I mean, they had been tight. Everything was been good. He didn't want to marry her, and that became the issue. But also, she has health issues. She's a diabetic. When she's been a diabetic since she's very young.
Yeah, since a child.
And they are the young couple, 26 and 25. I can't remember who's 26 and who's 25, but they're the youngest couple that Married at First Sight ever had. So we get to see these two young people try to work a relationship out, dealing with the ex, dealing with health challenges and issues, because we know being married and have a spouse that may have health issues, that's challenging in itself.
Yeah, but the good thing is, I mean, on that side, she's been dealing with diabetes since she was 10, 11. She should be a pro with it now. Does that mean you won't have ups and downs? No. But she's a pro, so it's not like something that just happened right before they got married, or, that he'll have to deal with it. She's adept enough that she can say, hey, when I get like this, that means that. When it's like this, that means that. Now, he will have to adapt to that, but it's not like she's not knowledgeable about it.
Just sharing the information, educating him and sharing that information.
But she's going to have to. She doesn't have a choice.
Right.
It's not like, some other times with Married at First Sight where you feel like some information you don't have to give your new spouse right away. This is stuff that I can let you know.
Yes.
Like, if I'm shaky, jittery, my blood sugar's dropped. Hey, I'm gonna need some help.
I need some help. I fall out. This is how you give me EpiPen, or this is what you need to do if this happens. So I'll be interested to see.
Make sure you put that in the refrigerator. Lord, please don't let that be their first argument. You left not an EpiPen, honey.
Insulin.
Insulin. You left my insulin out. Oh my God.
Yeah. So that's something they have to do with marriage. So I'm interested to see them, but they also both come from divorced parents. So you have, again, like Matt and Amber, both families come from people who are divorced.
But the good thing about Katie, when she went to tell her family, there was her dad, and her stepmom.
Yeah.
Her mom and her stepfather.
Yeah.
So, obviously, it didn't look like tension at the table.
Right.
They look like they get along. Not like Amber. Like Amber and her mom was like.
Yeah, they was real tight. Well, because Amber's mom,
she left them.
She left her. So there was already issues that was there.
So that's a good thing. They're starting off on a good foot as far as that goes. But
yeah, so we got 5 couples, and they went and tried on their tuxedos and suits, and you had an issue with that.
No, I didn't have an issue. I was just like, okay, everybody's gravitating towards the blue. Why is everybody doing blue? That's why I was like, yes, Michael, with the white, with the black. Come through, Michael. Don't go with the status quo. And obviously we figured, they give them a certain choice of tuxedos. I didn't see that so much with the wedding dresses. No. Maybe they give them 50 or 100 wedding dresses to pick from, but they only had like 4 or 5 types of tuxedos. But everybody tried on the blue. I was like, please, not the blue. Oh gosh. What are the groomsmen gonna wear then?
Hey, if they like blues, then
is it?
I don't know. With me, I'm a traditional type guy, so I don't wear the black suit, so the black tux. It'll be good, but it's good to see that we saw that aspect, the suit, the tux situation, and everybody had a bachelor party, and they had conversation too. Conversation about will you give it up on the first night, or will you not give it up? And there was some reservations, and Brandon was like, I'm just gonna sit there and have conversation with her. If she want to talk all night, we'll talk all night.
She wants to get to know me all night.
Get to know me all night. You know me And they kind of a slick comment. I can't remember if it was Michael or Derek. Like, Brandon is real smooth. Like he's giving the right answer. So it was no one who said they was gonna try to force it.
I don't think nobody. Yeah, I don't think nobody was saying. Yeah, everybody seemed pretty chill. All the guys seemed pretty chill about it. It was like, if it is. If not, nah.
But then you went to the women. And you had, a couple women were like, hey, if it's down, then we're going to be down. It's going to be what it is. Which I was surprised. I thought the woman would be more laid back and more reserved. Like, it ain't going to happen. And let's get to know him first. And because
but they didn't say that.
I'm just saying.
They didn't say they didn't want to get to know him. They just like,
we're going to go with the flow.
Yeah.
Everybody go with the flow.
But they seemed a little bit more hormonally motivated than the guys. The guys seemed real gentlemanly. Maybe they were putting on airs because they were around each other.
Oh, maybe see, because Michael did mention the Me Too movement. He said, I ain't going to be involved in it. And jokingly, of course, didn't want to be involved in the Me Too movement. So whatever she wants is like, that's what we're going to do. So it's going to be interesting season.
Yeah, I like that Meka said that too. Just a side note, she was like, hey, you know what I'm saying? She acknowledges the accelerated thing where you might want to be a little more laid back. I'm like, hey, it is my husband,
Mm-hmm.
We're going to push forward, and if it goes there, it goes there.
If it goes there, it goes there. I think I have good couples on here. I think we're going to have some interesting TV for the next 16 to 17 weeks. We're going to have interesting TV of Married at First Sight Season 10. Excited about these 5 couples. Don't have a pick yet. Don't have a favorite. Don't know anything else. But this week coming up, we will have the marriage. We'll see the wedding coming up this week, which will be interesting. We'll see how the families shape up. We'll see hopefully see how some of the honeymoon shapes up. We can see their reaction to their first time they can see their spouse. I've always liked that because it's like, oh, dang.
Well, on that too, oh gosh, I forgot his name, Mr. Goodhair, the fitness fanatic.
Zach.
That's one thing he acknowledged. He was like, I know it's more than just the looks. If she comes down and is not immediately like, oh wow, she's blown away. He'll be like, he was like, I realized that the experts put us together. It's based on more than just looks.
Right.
And from some previous seasons, I feel like when it comes to looks, the experts don't even take that into account. So I can't say it's based on looks, because who was it that was like
Jamie?
He liked not just Jamie. Somebody else was like they like redheads, and so the wife played around and put the red wig on him. And the blonde chick, he likes brunettes. He always say he likes brunettes, and I'm blonde. Yeah. So I think it plays a part, but not as big as people would think. So he realized that
it does play. It does play a part. So we'll see how it advances as it go along. And we'll see how they can communicate with each other and how they can talk. And will there be a kiss at the wedding? And again, I hope they do what they did last year on season 9, that the day after the wedding or before they went on their honeymoon, they had the families meet
Yeah.
Had them meet and sit down and talk with the family.
Yeah, I think they're going to do the same.
I'd be interested to see how that works out. But nonetheless, hey, thank you for joining us here on our Season 10, Episode 1 review of Married at First Sight. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, that bell notification, because we're excited about Married at First Sight Season 10, the biggest and largest episode show they had so far with 5 couples. So make sure you stay tuned to the Jack and Glenn channel. As always, catch you next week.
Bye.
Bye.